How you guys doing today? So out with my my other dog, taking him for a walk. Just because I wanted to do this one more video and realized that all on my morning walks I've only showed my smaller dog, which his name is Jordan, and I wanted to make sure that we got our older puppy Jimbo on camera once because he's 13, getting a little slower, and I wanted to make sure that he was out there for everybody to see as well. So Jim and I are going to go for a walk now as we talk about this this important topic. This topic is going to be a little controversial, probably not make a lot of logic sense perhaps, but hold with me for a couple of minutes and see by the end if it makes sense to you. And this really goes about being a part of the 1%. I've done some research this morning, and based on which link you click on, if you make about $500,000 a year, you are in the top 1% of earners in America. And I'm here to tell you that that should never be your goal. I could tell you that of all the people I've met that make $500,000 a year, they feel trapped, and frankly, they are trapped. And they're trapped because they've allowed their expenses to rise to match that income, right? These individuals, while they make a great W-2, and to say you make $500,000 a year probably feels amazing. However, if at the end of the day you're spending $495,000 of that and left with $5,000 in the bank and can't fund your 401k, and you do all these amazing things, are you really getting ahead? I'm here to tell you that getting out of the rat race or the matrix or whatever you want to call that is a lot easier if your income is significantly lower than that, right? If your income is $50,000 a year, and thus you just need to replace that income with $4,000 a month or thereabouts, it is a lot easier to do that with cash flow real estate. Think about trying to replace a $500,000 income with cash flow real estate at, I don't know, $200 a month per property, right? So real quick, I'm just trying to do this math in my head. If we did 480,000 just for easier math, divide by 12, that's $40,000 a month, right? If you're going to do $40,000 a month at $200 per property, you need to buy 200 properties to replace that. That takes a long time, even if you do make that. And again, I'm here to tell you the people that make $500,000 a year, at least all the ones I know, they are way stressed out. Their quality of life is terrible. They're working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. They're always afraid for their job. They're not spending time with their family. There's just, trust me, right? Unless maybe you're a professional athlete or someone who's making millions and millions of dollars a year. Maybe you don't have that problem, but their careers are short, so who knows? But I'm here to tell you adamantly that my hope is none of you have a goal of making $500,000 a year. At a job, because you're just going to trap yourself. The American economy is built on people raising their expenses to match their income. And once you do that, you're trapped. You just constantly are stuck on that rat race, that wheel, and you can never get out. The whole key to this is lowering your expenses, guys. Lowering your expenses, taking the extra, save, go forward. So in the end, I want you to take away two things. First, I believe it's easiest to get out of the rat race if your income is significantly lower than that. I think getting out of the rat race when your income's between $40,000 and $60,000 a year is probably the sweet spot to do that. Much below $40,000, it's probably pretty tough because there's just life expenses, housing, rent, food that you just need to pay for. I get it. But if you're between that sort of 40 and 60, I think you've got the best shot to be financially free. You have a short time horizon to get there. You should be excited if that's where you were. And then lastly, don't get enamored with the people making $500,000 a year. Of all the ones I know, they are the most stressed out, unhappy people that I know. Sure, they have some nice things and they have great Facebook and Instagram posts, but I'm here to tell you their life is no picnic. So in the end, let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm wrong. I see people raise expenses to match income. And if your income's $500,000 a year, woof, you have lots of expenses. So in the end, have a great day. Glad you got Jim on camera once. It's something I'll have to look back on when the inevitable happens. All right, take care.